I recently ranked the best rappers and the best rap albums of the past 45 years, but now it's time to rank the best song of each year. This one was tough given how many songs were released each year. I'll be ranking these songs based on sales/streams, influence, and my own personal opinion. Starting with 1990, this year had some pretty big songs in Mama Said Knock You Out, a lot of bangers from Tribe Called Quest, America's Most Wanted from Ice Cube, Ice Ice Baby from Vanilla Ice, but I gotta give it to You Can't Touch This from MC Hammer. Yes, it is more of a pop rap mix, but it worked and it helped push the genre out the underground. This was everywhere for many years and still makes you move today. 1991 had some classic groups and rappers release projects like Cypress Hill, Ice Cube, NWA, Naughty by Nature, Tribe Called Quest, Public Enemy, Tupac, the list just goes on and on, but for 1991, the best song is No Vaseline from Ice Cube. This is a vicious diss track aimed at NWA and still one of the greatest diss tracks ever released. 1992 was a great year for rap, mainly the West Coast. Ice Cube came out with a solo album, Dr. Dre with The Chronic, Beastie Boys and House of Pain with the classic Jump Around. The three best songs from 92 are It Was a Good Day, Jump Around, and Nothing But a G-Thang, and I give the crown to Nothing But a G-Thang, one of the greatest rap songs to come out from the West Coast and a classic track. 1993 had some great songs coming out of 36 Chambers by Wu-Tang, Doggy Style by Snoop Dogg, Midnight Marauders from Tribe Called Quest, and a few other gems from great songs and albums, but the best song this year is Cream by Wu-Tang Clan. Truly a timeless song, and to this day one of the best songs to come out the 90s. 1994 was a tough year to crown number one. Ready to Die from Biggie came out, Illmatic from Nas, Southern Playlist of Cadillac Music from Outkast, The Diary from Scarface, and man, it's a tough handful to choose from, but it's Big Papa from Biggie. This song came out over 30 years ago and still pulled over 1 billion streams on Spotify, which just shows the longevity Biggie has even to this day, and this song was the best from 1994. 1995 had great songs that definitely deserve recognition, but there's one song that takes the crown. Dear Mama from Tupac, Liquid Swords, GZA, Keep Their Heads Ringing, Dr. Dre, Gangsta's Paradise from Coolio. So many bangers this year, but the best song is Shook Ones Part 2. Some say this is the greatest beat ever made, and it's definitely up there. Just an incredible, timeless track. 1996 was a great year for rap. Albums from Tupac, Outkast, Fugees, Jay-Z, Nas, and so many more. The best song is Hit 'Em Up by Tupac, the greatest diss track of all time and by far the greatest energy seen on a rap record. 1997 was dominated by the posthumous Biggie album, Diddy, and Jay-Z. Definitely need to mention Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Could See by Busta Rhymes, Feels So Good by Mace, but the best song in 1997 is Hypnotized by Biggie, his most popular track and still a track you hear played everywhere 30 years later. Timeless track. 1998 had some great albums with great songs all throughout. Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, Hard Knock Life, 2 albums from DMX, Quemini, but the best song of the year is Doo Wop from Lauryn Hill. This song has been sampled so many times and it's for a reason. 1999 was a hit year for music. So many major albums came out that are still classics today. Dr. Dre, Eminem, Mos Def, Biggie, Jay-Z, Nas, Rakim, DMX, just a stacked year all around. When picking the best song out of these albums, I look towards 2001 from Dr. Dre, one of the best rap albums ever. It's not my favorite song off the album, but I give the crown to Still Dre from Dre and Snoop Dogg, one of the most iconic rap songs to ever be released. 2000 kicked off the next century with so many bangers, the list goes on and on. So many hits from the Marshall Mathers LP by Eminem, Stankonia by Outkast, Nelly with Country Grammar, Back for the First Time from Luda, Whoa from Black Rob, The Dynasty from Jay-Z, but the best songs fall between a bunch of Eminem songs. Stan, The Real Slim Shady, but the best song is The Way I Am by Eminem. Incredible track and still one of the greatest written and rapped songs of all time. 2001 was a bit slower than 2000, but you still had hit albums from DMX, Ludacris, Jay-Z, Busta Rhymes, D12, Nas, Jadakiss, Fat Joe, Missy Elliott. Top 3 to me is Renegade from Jay-Z, Ether from Nas, and Break Your Neck from Busta Rhymes. All great tracks, but I gotta give it to Renegade. Jay-Z and Eminem were clearly trying to out-rap each other because they came with some of their hottest verses ever and created an incredible song. Eminem dominated another year with 2002 with his The Eminem Show album, filled with so many songs that can be considered the best of the year. Lose Yourself by Eminem was also released as a lead single for his movie 8 Mile, so anyone else I mentioned was basically in his shadow, but Missy Elliott released an album, Busta Rhymes, Nas, Jay-Z, Cameron, Clips, Nelly, but none of it really matters. Without Me takes home the crown for the best song. This song blew up right away and brought so many fans to rap music. Eminem sold so many albums with a lot coming from this song, and it takes the crown mainly for the impact it had, and as overplayed as it is, it's still a great song. No Eminem album in 2003, so someone else would take the crown, and it'll probably be 50 Cent with his release Get Rich or Die Trying. T.I. released Trap Music, Jay-Z fake retired with the Black Album, Outkast released their best-selling album, and DMX, G-Unit, Ludacris all dropped. And albums with great tracks scattered all throughout, but the best song is In the Club from 50 Cent. You could say 21 Questions or Many Men also, but In the Club dominated, and it's such a great song today. So good that it built 2 billion streams on Spotify. Kanye took over 2004 with The College Dropout, but there were plenty of songs and albums that were great this year. Snoop Dogg, D12, Eminem, Usher, Lil Wayne, MF Doom, but the best song is In the College Dropout. All Falls Down, Jesus Walks, Through the Wire, a bunch of hits on here. The best song of 2004 is All Falls Down. Still one of Kanye's best songs ever and the best of 2004. 2005 was a battle between 50 Cent, Kanye West, and Lil Wayne. I give the crown to Touch the Sky by Kanye West and Lupe Fiasco. The sample flip is great, the performance from Kanye and that Lupe Fiasco verse is amazing. Best song of 2005. 2006 felt more of a slow year for rap. No songs from the albums this year really stuck out. There were some great songs, but I give the best song of 2006 to Too Short with Blow the Whistle. This is one of my favorite songs to come out the 2000s and the best of 2006. 2007 had Graduation by Kanye West, one of the greatest hip-hop albums ever. There were a few other albums that came out, but the best song definitely comes out of Graduation, and it's I Wonder. The sample flip, the production, and the feeling the song brings is top tier. You could debate Stronger, Can't Tell Me Nothing, even Champion, but my pick is I Wonder. 2008 wasn't anything crazy for hip-hop, but we did get the Carter 3 from Lil Wayne, Paper Trail from T.I., 808s and Heartbreaks from Kanye, and a bunch of smaller projects and singles, but the song of the year for 2008 is A Milli, a classic and debatably Lil Wayne's best song. 2009 was definitely stronger than 2008. Drake debuted with So Far Gone, but the only contender here is Best I Ever Had, maybe. Kid Cudi with Man on the Moon, which has a few songs that can make it. Blueprint 3, Relapse. There are a few songs on Relapse I would consider the best song of 2009, but the best song is Day and Night from Kid Cudi. I did consider a few other songs on Man on the Moon, but Day and Night is still an anthem and the best song of the year. 2010 came with some hitters. Kanye West dropped one of the greatest albums ever, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, which stole the spotlight this year, but there were some other good albums like Recovery from Eminem, Man on the Moon 2, Kid Cudi, I Am Not a Human Being, Lil Wayne, one of the weaker Wayne albums, but still good. Thank Me Later, Drake. All had some great songs all throughout, but the spotlight is on My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy with hits like Power, All the Lights, Runaway, but the best song of 2010 and one of the best songs ever, Devil in a New Dress. One of the best features ever from Rick Ross on top of incredible production and an incredible performance from Kanye. 2011 is a strong year for hip-hop and rap. Drake dropped his best album, Take Care. Lil Wayne dropped the Carter 4. Kendrick Lamar with Section 80. Bad Meets Evil from M and Royce. J. Cole with Cold World. Watch the Throne from Kanye and Jay-Z. Goblin from Tyler. Purple Swag and Peso from A$AP Rocky. Rolling Papers from Wiz Khalifa. Best song of the year is Friends in Paris from The Throne. Friends in Paris takes the crown for 2011. 2012 had some bangers. Mad City and Money Trees from Good Kid Mad City. Goldie, Problems, One Train from Long Live A$AP. Just What I Am, Kid Cudi. Dreams and Nightmares, Meek Mill. Love Sosa, Chief Keef. And I definitely missed a few more because 2012 had some great releases, but Mad City is the best song of 2012. To me, this is a top 5 Kendrick Lamar song and one of the greatest songs ever. 2013 was another very strong year for rap music. Strong albums and songs from some of the greatest rappers ever. Drake, Kanye, Eminem, Rocky, Big Sean, Jay-Z, J. Cole, and they all brought so many songs that can be considered the best of the year. I want to give it to Pound Cake here from Drake and Jay-Z. Maybe I'm a bit biased, but I personally remember when this album dropped, this song was on repeat for me every single day for weeks. 2014 didn't have a whole lot of major songs, so picking the best is out of a small handful. And that handful is songs from J. Cole's Forest Hill Drive, Truffle Butter from Nicki Minaj, and maybe a song from Logic's Under Pressure. Definitely debatable. It's a song from Forest Hills Drive, and it's not Wet Dreams or No Role Models or Fire Squad, but Love Yours. This is a great song for any mood and one I always find myself going back to. 2015 had Fetty Wap all over the radio. Travis Scott started to blow up with Rodeo, At Long Last ASAP from Rocky, and the album some praise as the greatest ever, To Pimp a Butterfly from Kendrick, and a bunch of other great albums all around. A great year for music, so picking the best song was tough, but I give it to All Right from Kendrick Lamar, a banger with incredible production and performance from Kendrick. 2016 was one of the toughest years to crown the best song because this was one of the years where the volume of music releases was through the roof. Major releases from Post Malone, Drake, Kodak Black, J. Cole, Chance the Rapper, Kanye West, Black, 21 Savage, Lil Uzi Vert, Travis Scott, Young Thug, A Boogie, Schoolboy Q, and even with all these albums, I probably missed a bunch. But I give it to No More Parties in LA, a top 10 Kanye song for me. The production, the feature, and the rapping from Kanye makes this song near perfect. 2017 was another year of bangers. Future with his self-titled album, Kendrick Lamar with Damn, XXXTentacion with 17, Love is Rage 2 from Lil Uzi, More Life from Drake, Without Warning from Offset, 21 and Metro Boomin, and a few other great albums that just had great songs scattered throughout, but the best song here is Feel, the best song of 2017, and to me, a top 5 Kendrick Lamar song, taking the crown for the year. 2018 began to become more commercial. Rap was still in its SoundCloud phase, so there was a lot of slop scattered all throughout, but there also was amazing music that came out this year. Best song of 2018 is a very normie pick, but it's sicko mode. Very overplayed at this point, but the production and performances from Drake and Travis still make this song incredible, and back when this song was released, it was literally everywhere worldwide. Now it's 2019 and rap is fully in its commercial phase. Music is all about how many streams can I get on my song. Random one-hit wonders are popping up left and right. Most of the albums that came out this year are pretty forgettable, but they did have some gems all throughout each album. The best song of the year was the single, Middle Child by J. Cole. This song is still one of J. Cole's greatest rapping performances, and that's a big statement because he has so many bangers, but Middle Child blows out every other song that was released in 2019. 2020 was also a super commercial year with tons of hit songs hitting billions of streams. Most of these songs are pretty trash though. It is difficult to find one song that really stuck out to me as the best because yeah, these songs dominated streams and sales, but to me they just aren't great songs. I'll give it to Life is Good by Future and Drake, one of the biggest songs from Future, but a great one with a great beat switch. 2021 is another year with a lot of chart hits scattered through a bunch of major albums. C.O.B. from Drake, Donda from Kanye, Melodic Blue from Baby Keem, The Off Season from J. Cole, and that's pretty much it. The best song is The Climb Back from J. Cole. Amazing song, and I still have it up there as one of Cole's best songs ever. 2022 wasn't a bad year at all for rap. One of the biggest songs ever, Jimmy Cooks, was released, which is overplayed but still a great song. Mr. Morale by Kendrick came out, but nothing significant was there to be the best. Metro Boomin's album, Pusha T's album, Jack Harlow, and a few other albums that had good songs, but choosing the best song here is tough. Churchill Downs is a good contender, Nail Tech, Jimmy Cooks, and I could give it to any one of these, but I give it to Nail Tech. I love the rapping performance from Jack, and it's probably his best song ever. 2023 was a fairly weak year. The biggest album was Utopia by Travis Scott, which has some contenders for the best song, and it's not Fiend. Sprinter from Central C and Dave, Flooded the Face from Uzi, and a great mixtape from Jack Harlow, and that's pretty much it. I give it to Telekinesis by Travis Scott with Future and SZA, one of my favorite Travis Scott songs and the best to come out of 2023. The entire spotlight of 2024 was taken by the beef between Drake and Kendrick Lamar and anyone else who got involved. Kendrick also released GNX with some good songs, but to me most of the album is forgettable. I would give the best song to Like That by Future, Kendrick, and Metro Boomin. This is still a super hard-hitting track by the three and the track that really kicked off the beef between Drake and Kendrick. The most recent year that just passed had a few great songs, but overall a pretty mid-year. The best song of the year for 2025 falls between a few songs for me. Ensalada by Freddie Gibbs, POV and Chains and Whips from Let God Sort 'Em Out, and a few other great songs from albums, but the best to me is Clouds by J. Cole. This came out just before the fall off and the best song. Cole just went ham for 4 minutes straight. 2026 just started, but so far the best song is 39 Intro off the Fall Off by J. Cole. But that's only a placeholder for now because we're only 2 months into the new year. And let me know where I was right and where I was wrong and what songs I missed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.